thank you for those joining us. This Thursday, March 12th, 2020, should be a relatively short briefing, not a whole lot to talk about this week, but we're going to go over what we're expecting over the course of the next week across central North Carolina. Looking at the upcoming weather pattern for the week ahead. Today, we started off the day, depending on where you are at, starting off the day sunny, and it's still sunny at the moment, depending if you were closer to the triangle area. It started off sunny, then it clouded in and got pretty foggy there for a little bit, but we are starting to recover. Should be a relatively quiet rest of the afternoon. We are expecting some showers to develop and move into the area out near the Triad and then spreading eastward late tonight. And that's what you see in the upper left-hand panel there. We're going to be kind of in an unsettled period here over the course of, the rest of the week, even through the middle of next week. We are looking at a chance of showers, like I mentioned, today and Friday. There should be a brief break on Saturday with rain returning late Saturday into Sunday. There's a little bit of uncertainty in exact timing and locations of rainfall chances next week. There is going to be a stalled boundary in the area, and those are always a little bit of a challenge to figure out where exactly precip is going to set up. So that's why I said it might be a bit of an unsettled pattern through the middle of next week. However, we are fairly confident that any rainfall that we get, it should not be enough to cause any sort of flooding or anything. There shouldn't be any sort of flooding or anything of that nature. But one thing that we are certain about is we do expect cooler temperatures to be on the way, and I will touch on that here shortly. So, moving ahead, severe weather potential over the next 3 days. We are in a general thunder category today and tomorrow. However, the Triad is in a marginal risk for severe weather today into tonight. Now, looking at some of the latest guidance, we're not expecting any showers or thunderstorms to develop in those areas until much later today. By the time those storms make it into central North Carolina out near the Triad, they should be weakening. That's not to say that we're not going to hear any thunder or anything like that. I do think there are going to be some thunderstorms out there, but we're not looking at widespread severe weather really at any point tonight. Tomorrow, same story. Some thunder will be possible during the day, but we're not expecting severe weather. And Saturday, things should dry out for a good majority of the day, although we are expecting some showers to move in late Saturday night. In terms of precipitation, you can see, just looking at these maps here, rainfall totals any given day, they're really not expected to be much more than a quarter to half an inch. When you look at the 7-day total, widespread areas, 3/4 of an inch to an inch, maybe slightly higher amounts south of I-40. But again, we're not looking at values that are really particularly high, and we're not expecting any sort of widespread hydrology issues or anything like that. I did want to point this out real quick, though, because I did say we were confident about cooler temperatures on the way. Today, I don't have a map of that shown up there, but we're expecting temperatures in the 70s. Tomorrow, Friday, it should be even warmer. And it wouldn't surprise us in the least if some portions of, south central North Carolina down near Fayetteville, could even get close to 80 degrees. That wouldn't be a surprise at all. We are going to have a cold front go through on Friday. So by the time Saturday comes around, we're going to shave about 10 to 15 degrees off of those temperatures. Temperatures will actually be in the low 60s, maybe mid 60s at best. We're going to shave another 10 to 15 degrees off of those temperatures on Sunday. With temperatures generally in the upper 40s, mid 40s in the Triad to maybe around 50 in the Triangle. It's going to be pretty rainy during the day on Sunday as well. So that's going to play a big factor in why our temperatures are as cool as they're going to be. There is an end in sight, though. By the time we get into Monday of next week, we should be looking at temperatures back in the mid to upper 50s. That's still about 5 degrees below where we should be for mid-March. So again, if you're a fan of warmer weather, it's going to be short-lived. We will be dropping into the low 50s, upper 40s for highs at times this weekend, but we will start to recover. And the temperatures for much of next week are generally in the mid to upper 50s. That's what we're forecasting. and still technically a little bit below normal for this time of year. So really, in summary here, we are looking at a rather unsettled period of weather through the middle of next week. There is a chance of showers today and Friday. We'll have a brief break on Saturday, and then we are going to look at some rain returning late Sunday or Saturday through Sunday. The boundary that's responsible for the Sunday precip, it's going to stall somewhere across the area, but the exact timing, location, intensity of precipitation, et cetera, we're not entirely sure exactly where that's going to set up. We are confident, though, that rainfall, it should not be enough to cause major flooding issues. It looks like all the rain we're going to get is going to be spread out, quarter to half an inch at times. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. We are confident there are going to be cooler temperatures on the way. You can see the quick look forecast at the bottom. Highs in the mid-70s today and Friday, dropping into the low 60s Saturday, and then 50s Sunday into next week.